I haven't worn this dress in 4 months. When I bought this dress, I was worried about looking too much like a slut. Oh, there's that word, slut. And I can see I made you all uncomfortable, right? I was worried that if I showed too much shoulder or collarbone or knee, I wouldn't be believed. Or rather, the judge wouldn't believe that he tried to rape me. Though I don't think it was my dress that did it. When he looked me in my eyes and told me, I don't believe you were sexually assaulted, I wondered for such a long time if I could have done my hair more innocently, if I could have perpetuated the idea of the perfect victim. But I was 16. I was 16. And I didn't know anything about police stations or courtrooms or being a victim instead of a woman. I think as women, we do this thing where we try to stand out. So you hike up your shirt and you show a little bit of bra strap and you smile, but not too much. You laugh and then some man is hollering at you from his vehicle passing by, and he took that laugh as an invitation to maim you and to violate you. Or in my case, my ex-boyfriend took that as an invitation to sexually assault me 3 times. I know what it feels like to die while still breathing. The first day after my ex-boyfriend sexually assaulted me, I Googled. I Googled things I probably shouldn't have. How to cover up bruises is a big one. I think he tried to rape me, but I can't tell is another. And you know, they tell you that if you have to ask the question, you should already know the answer. This is my search history from that day, or part of it. If you told me a year ago that I would know the domestic violence hotline better than I know my own mother's phone number, I would have laughed in your face. When I tell people that he sexually assaulted me 3 times, they ask me why I stayed. They don't know that I tried breaking up with him 12 times. And that every time he would threaten to kill himself. They don't know that I was stupidly in love. You hear the word sexual assault and you forget the weight that it holds. You don't know this body. It looked like a crime scene. On May 27th, 2024, he would go on to try and rape me on a public sidewalk. My head was hanging off the curb, and I was viciously recycling the words, "No," and "Stop," and "Get off me!" And I noticed, as this was happening, the more I said no, the harder he went. So at a certain point, I just stared up at the sky and I thought, I want this to be nice and easy. I wanted my rape to be nice and easy. But a bicyclist intervened. So now I have to put the word attempted in front of rapist. Like that softens the blow. Like it makes it any easier. I still looked like I deserved to be wrapped in caution tape. I felt gross. I felt graffitied. I did not feel like a woman. I felt like an object because he made me one. People tell me that I found my voice. No. I always had a voice. He took it from me. I had a name. He took that from me too. I became the unidentified victim. I became Jane Doe. I became the liar, the whore, the slut. Oh, that word. It's awkward, right? Because you probably don't know me. Or maybe you do, and you've heard about how I'm this liar and I'm this slut. And you're looking at me. And can I just ask you something? Be honest with yourself. Do you think you're ignoring it? 1 in 9 teenage girls get raped before they turn 18. 1 in 9. So when you turn on the news and you see an unidentified victim's lifeless body, when you hear that they were raped, do you turn it off? Do you think, I don't want to hear about this right now? I was almost raped on a public sidewalk, like this. And there were cars just going back and forth. And I like to think I got unlucky, but would you have helped me? It's not my job to dress up rape, to apply powder to its face, to make it fit your needs or your appetite or your standards, to make it seem easy. None of this was easy. Nothing about what happens to me and millions of other people is easy, but it wasn't just you who was ignoring it. I was too. I refused to use the word assault, to use the word rape. I mean, I wouldn't even touch it like it was an atomic bomb. And in October, I journaled. It was something my therapist had told me to pick up. And I wrote, Lucy, you're ignoring it. Journaling every single day turned into me writing my debut memoir. You're ignoring it. And somewhere in between writing the 103,000 words, the 325 pages, I realized that I had stopped writing for myself and I started writing for all of you. I wanted you to get it, to understand that it is a privilege to not understand, to realize that none of this was easy. None of it was easy. But it's what had to be done. And I have been forever changed. But I survived. And I am here to tell you tonight, my memoir is coming out in 2 weeks. You know, Scott Alexander said, and I remember this because it's plastered all over the walls of the Santa Monica Rape Clinic. He said, all good is hard and all evil is easy. Dying, losing, cheating is easy. So stay away from easy. The easy thing for me to do was to let it drench me, to let it enfold me, to let it take me. But I stopped. I stopped ignoring it when people made rape jokes because your rape jokes were never funny. And I stopped ignoring it when a friend wanted to confide. And you can stop ignoring it too. And although the judicial system didn't believe me, I do not regret going to the police. I do not regret knowing he was arrested for 3 counts of felony sexual assault. And he's going to have to explain that to his employers for the rest of his life. And I do not regret saying my name, Lucy Hunter, and refusing to say his. So I started my nonprofit, YSAA, Youth Sexual Assault Anonymous, which is group therapy for teenagers that have undergone sexual abuse. And I have written and I have thrown out speeches, and I have been banned from attending birthday parties and hangouts because I'm the controversial one. And I'm here to tell you, none of this was easy. But I did this for the girl in middle school who can't tell her mom that a boy touched her inappropriately. And I did this for the judge who looked me in my eyes and said, I don't believe you were sexually assaulted. And I did this for all of you in the audience who have been touched without your consent. The world may not know your name, but you do. You know your name. And one day, I hope you get to scream it. Scream, this happened to me. This happened to me. This happened to me. This happened to me. I hope you get to scream that as loud as I can. So I haven't worn this dress in 4 months because I was worried it was going to make me look too much like a slut. But tell me, what is a slut, huh? Does she deserve to get sexually assaulted? Does she deserve for this to happen to her? I haven't worn this dress in 4 months, and I'm wearing it for you tonight so you can look at me. Come on. Give me a look. So you can know that this is what I looked like when a judge looked me in my eyes and he told me, this didn't happen to you, Lucy. And he let him go. My rapist. Just go. I haven't worn this dress in 4 months, but I'm wearing it for you tonight to tell you, you don't have to be strong. I will be strong for you. Thank you.